Yeah, well, I'd sort of just done a string of Hollywood films and sort of played quite a few sort of traditionally heroic roles. I came back to New Zealand and I hadn't done a New Zealand feature film since The Price of Milk, and I came back and was really looking for something to do, a New Zealand film to do, and I didn't want to do some you know, kind of derivative American genre picture, and I looked around and I couldn't find anything that I wanted to do, so I thought, okay, I'll just take a break. And then Teresa Healy's kids were going to the same kindergarten as my son, and I was talking to her about the fact that I was looking for something to do and couldn't find it, and she said, oh, my husband's producing Out of the Blue, which is based on the events at Aramoana, and I was immediately intrigued because, I mean, like everybody in the nation who was present at the time, I think everybody was incredibly affected and moved by the events in Aramoana. And so my interest was immediately piqued right there, and from there it was a short process of getting a hold of a script, having a meeting with Robert Sarkis and saying, yeah, okay, I'll come on board. Playing a real person is something that I'd never actually done in my career before, and I felt a real pressure to get it right and to do right by him and his story. And you know, I talked quite a bit with Nick, and he walked us through our set and kind of gave us a moment-to-moment recount of the way it went down, which was pretty intense, and still, you know, 14 years later, you know, it was still right on the surface for him. So yeah, to me, it was just really important to do justice to him and to tell his story to the best of my ability. The interesting thing that I found through doing this project was that you search for the truth of the character, the truth of the events, and what you quickly come to realize is the truth is entirely individual. There are so many different perspectives about what actually happened. And of course, a lot of people who were directly involved are no longer with us, tragically. And so it was very kind of challenging and difficult to sort of ascertain, you know, exactly where you should pitch your character or your through line, or you know, everybody, you know, Rob and Matt and Paul and William and everybody felt an immense pressure to get it right and to do justice by the story.